श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। गुकारस्त्वन्धकारो वै ऋकारस्तन्निवर्तकः अन्धकारनिरोधित्वात् गुरुरित्यभिधीयते। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। स्तोत्रम्। ॐ विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यं निजान्तर्गतम् पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिर्भूतं यथा निद्रया यः साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयम् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्र्यकृतम् मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायोगी यस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। यस्यैव स्फुरणं सदात्मकमसत्कल्पार्थगं भासते साक्षात्तत्त्वमसीति वेदवचसा यो बोधयत्याश्रितान् यत्साक्षात्करणाद् भवे न पुनरावृत्तिर्भवाम्भोधिधौ तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। नानाच्छिद्रघटोदरस्थितमहादीपप्रभास्फरं ज्ञानं चक्षुरादिकरद्वारा बहिस्पन्दते जानामीति तमेव भान्तमनुभात्येतत् समस्तं जगत् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। देहं प्राणमपीन्द्रियाण्यपि चलां बुद्धिं च शून्यं विदुः स्त्रीबालान्धजडोपमा भ्रान्तावृशं वादिनः मायाशक्तिविलासकल्पितमहाव्यामोहसंहारिणे तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। राहुग्रस्तदिवाकरेन्दुसदृशो मायासमाच्छादनात् सन्मात्रः करणोपसंहरणतो यो भूत्सुषुप्तः पुमान् प्रागस्वाप्समिति प्रबोधसमये यः प्रत्यभिज्ञायते तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं Śrī Dakṣināmūrtaye Bālyādishvati Jāgradādishu tatha Sarvāsvavasthāsvati Vyāvrittāsvanuvartamānamahamityantās purantam sadā Svatmanam prakatīkaroti bhajatam yo mudraya bhadraya tasmai Śrī Gurumurtaye namayidam Śrī Dakṣināmūrtaye Vishvam pasyati karyakaranataya Swami sambandhatah Sishyācāryataya tathaiva pitraputradyatmana vedatah Svapne jāgrati vāhisha purusho maya paribhramitah Namayidam Śrī Dakṣināmūrtaye Bhūrambhānsyanalo nilombaramahar-nātho imāംshuః pumāne ityābhāti carācarātmakamidam yasyaiva mūrtyashtakam nānyat kinchana vidyate vimrishataṃ yasmāt parasmāt vibhoho tasmai Śrī Gurumurtaye namayidam Śrī Dakṣināmūrtaye sarvātmatvamiti sputīkritamidam yasmādamushminstave tenāsya śravanāt tadarthamananāt dhyanācca sankirtanāt vibhūti sahitam syādīsvaratvam spatah siddhyetat punarashtada parinatam ca aishvaryamavyahatam siddhyetat punarashtada parinatam ca aishvaryamavyahatam Om Śrī Dakṣināmūrtaye Namaha. Nānāchidra ghata udara sthita mahadeepa prabha bhasvaram. The whole line is one word. Like even the illumination, the brilliance of the light of a great lamp placed in the center of a pot of a vessel having many holes. Remember, usually in Sanskrita the word order is this way. When you try to translate English, normally it will be there. Normally. Okay. So, it appears to an untrained eye that there are various lights and they are luminous by themselves. But on analysis, one can understand that it is the light of the lamp alone that oozes through the holes, and it appears as though the holes are self-luminous. We now find that the holes are not self-luminous, they are illuminated by the light inside alone. So too, the light of Chaitanya, here the use of the word light is only in the form of a simile, upama, not literal. Light of consciousness, etc. That's all, not to be taken literally. Light we are familiar with, everybody knows. And a source of light is self-luminous and it illuminates, throws light on the non-luminous objects. Taking that example alone, these words prakasha, jyotihi, all these are all used, not to be taken literally. In fact, there is no word or phrase who has its vachyartha. Atma, Brahma, Ishvara, there is no vachyartha, only lakshyartha. Therefore, now, so the light of consciousness reflects in the antahkarana, in the mind, and therefore the mind also looks chetana, becomes chetana, sentient, capable of knowing, feeling, thinking, etc. Experiencing, the mind becomes capable of. Like even our mirror becomes as though luminous because of light, sunlight falling on that. And in association with the mind, indriyas also, the sense organs, eyes and ears also assume a capacity to throw light, to reveal their own relative, their own objects, like form, sound, etc. So, that is made clear here. The experiencer is because of Chaitanya. The seer, hearer, thinker, doer, experiencer, the one who holds ideas, belief, etc. These are all because of Chaitanya. Chaitanya is the self-revealing, self-existing principle, the truth of me, and that is said here. Nana chidra gatodara stita maha deepa prabhava swaram jnanam yasyatu chakshuradi karana dvara bahihi spandate. Yasya jnanam, whose Chaitanya, whose illumination alone, the capacity to know alone, yasya jnanam, here the word jnanam can mean Chaitanya. And why yasya jnanam? Yasya brahmanaha atmanaha jnanam. This is a abheda. The shashti is there. Yasya iti, sixth case, shashti is there. That means, does it mean mama pustakam, my book, right? There is a mama shashti, sixth case is there. Ramasya griham. Okay. Like that, Rama is other than the griha. I am other than my pustaka. So does it mean that Atma is referred to by the word Yasya, and Jnanam means Chaitanya, Satyam Jnanam? Does it mean that Jnanam is an attribute, a guna of Atma? No, that is not the sense here. Here there is an expression, accepted expression. Shashti is usually in the sense of Sambandha. There is Sambandha means Veda. Difference must be there. Me and my book, they are different. Usually, sixth case in the sense of difference. But here, Abhede Shashti. The Shashti in the sense of oneness, not in the sense of difference. An example is given, Rahoho Shiraha. Okay. The Rahu's head. Okay. The Rahu, the Graha, right? The head of Rahu. Does it mean that Rahu has legs and hands? No, Rahu is only head, that's all. Only head. Nothing else, no other avayava is there. Rahoho Shiraha, like the head of Rahu. Okay. So that means here Rahu is Shiraha alone. There is nothing other than the Shiraha. Therefore here Abhede Shashti, you can see. Therefore Shashti is in the sense of Abhede. So Yasya Jnanam, whose Chaitanya Swarupa Swabhava alone, Chakshuhu Adi Karana Dwara, through the Karana, through the instruments such as Chakshuhu Adi Karana Dwara, Bahihi, externally, outward, Spandate, moves, proceeds. Vishayam prati, towards its own object, what it can reveal. Chakshuhu proceeds to reveal the form. The ear proceeds to reveal the sound. Here when we say proceed, it's not that it goes out, etc., but it comprehends, it cognizes. That's all the meaning of going out, etc. It is not that I is going out, the Shakti of the I is going out. That is not literal. It only means that it envelops, it covers the object, meaning it reveals the object, reveals the Vishaya. Chakshuradi karana dvara bahihi spandate. And then what happens? When the instrument of knowledge throws light, reveals an object, then there is this, the seer has this idea, has this phenomenon, right? I see, I know, janami, I know, rupam janami, shabdam janami. Janami means I know, rupam janami, I know the form, I know the sound, I know the taste, I know the touch, etc. Janami iti. Now this janami, where does this take place? In the drashta, in the seer, in the jnata, in the knower. And is it my true swarupa? Is it my ultimate swarupa? No. This jnata, drashta, seer, etc., anubhavita, the experiencer, these are all for the chidabhasa, the pratibimba chaitanya alone. Pratibimba chaitanya, chidabhasa it is. Jnata is chidabhasa. Drashta is chidabhasa. And the truth of the chidabhasa is chaitanya. Janami iti tameva bhantam anubhati. Kim anubhati? Shines after. Bhati shines. Anubhati shines after. Like even the lamp shines and the flower here and the object here, anubhati, shines after the light. In the light of this lamp, this flower is revealed, is seen. Therefore this is called anubhati. Deepaha bhati, pushpam anubhati. Okay. The lamp lamp is luminous, and then it throws light, and the flower becomes known, revealed. Okay. Borrows the light and then becomes known, becomes evident. Such an object anubhati, and then the source of light bhati. Here, who is that which is bhati? Is it the I which is bhati? Vishayaha anubhati. Vishaya shines after the source of light. What about the thank you. What about the eyes? Eyes bhati? No. Eyes also anubhati. Right? Then kim chakshu kim anubhati afterward? So we can say manaha bhati and then chakshuhu anubhati. Is manaha is swayam prakasha? No. Chaitanyam atma bhati. Then manaha anubhati. That's a chain, that's a process. Therefore, tameva bhantam. After that, following that, in the presence of me, the Atma, the Chaitanya alone, etat samastam jagat, this entire universe of names and forms stand revealed. I know means there is I the knower, I know an object, and then there is a process of knowing. All these are lit up by me, the Chaitanya alone. Right? We recall the Kathopanishad and the Mundaka mantra. Na tatra suryaha bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhanti kutoyam agnihi tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. So Bhashyaka Acharya seems to have taken from that tameva bhantam anubhati etat samastam jagat. The entire universe, including the drashta, including the experiencer, anubhati only. Many people take experiencer is the ultimate truth of me. No. Experiencer also is anubhati only. Experiencer is chidabhasa only. The truth of chidabhasa is chaitanya chid, which is me, which is the truth of me. Therefore, tameva bhantam anubhati anubhati sarvam. Etat samastam jagat anubhati. So, by the light of whom everything is revealed, everything shines after. There is a section in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad called Jyotir Brahmanam. There is a question, there is an inquiry. Kim Jyotihi ayam Purushaha? This Purusha, this sentient being, what is the light of this being by which this fellow sees? Then it says, the answer is given by the light of the eyes. Right? Then the question comes, first it says by the light of sun and moon. By the light of sun, during the daytime, the objects are revealed by the light of the sun. Then, is there sun all the time? There is night, sun is not visible, still people see. Then question comes, Astamite Aditye, when the Aditya is Astamita, Astangata, when the sun has set in the western direction, then by what light this fellow sees? Chandramasa Jyotisha Pashyati. By the light of the moon, if it is there, assume it's a full moon day, by the light of moon the person sees. Then Astamite Chandre, Chandramasi. When the Chandrama, when the moon also is set not there, what is the light by which this fellow sees? By the light of fire, we can say fire, etc. And then when there is no fire also, by what is it? By which light the fellow sees? Finally it says, Atmana Jyotisha Eva. By the Jyotis of Atma, Atma the Jyotis, Atma the light alone, the individual, everyone, karma, Atmana Eva Jyotisha and Palyate, goes about, then Karma Kurute, engages, does actions, Vipalyate, comes back, going, doing, coming back. It's all because of Atmana Eva Jyotisha. And then that is Swayam Jyotihi, which is pointed out. Very beautiful section in the Brihadaranyaka, Jyotir Brahmanam. And then in the Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti, they are also analyzed there. So, Tameva Bhantam Anubhati Sarvam. Have we seen the Ekashloki? Have you seen that? Ekashloki Prakaranam? Kim Jyotirayam Purushaha iti? No. There is one shloka, whole Vedanta is brought in one shloka. That is one Prakarana, okay? Viveka Chudamani, 550 verses is one Prakarana. Ekashloki is one Prakarana. Just one shloka, 4 lines, that's all over. Very beautiful. It says, no, we don't need long, big books to reveal the truth. If you are ready, even one sentence Tattvamasi is enough. One shloka is enough. If we are open enough, if we are mature enough, ready enough. So, Jyotir Brahmana, all this point out that Atma is the Swayam Jyotihi, by which everything stands revealed. And that is self-evident. I am is self-evident. Without me being there, if I were not there, there is no seeing, hearing. That's not possible. Therefore, I am the self-existing. Why not take Atma also is lit up by another light? Why not? Atma, the light, is lit up by another light. Why not? Then there is a problem of Anyonya Ashraya, Chakraka, etc. Anavastha, these are the defects. Defects means it's not possible. Will not happen. Seeing will not happen. Hearing will not happen. Experiencing cannot happen at all. Therefore, settle the matter. That is, Atma alone is the Swayam Jyotihi. There is no other Jyotihi. There is no other light at all. Alright. So that is said here. And for Tasmai, unto that Swayam Jyotishe, Swatasiddhaya Swatasiddha Swaprakashaya Atmane Śrī Gurumurtaye. It is verily the Gurumurti who is the manifestation of this Atma Chaitanya, which makes the Shishya learn, understand Swarupa, and they are none other than Swarupena Śrī Dakṣināmūrti. Tasmai Atmane Swaprakashaya Śrī Gurumurtaye Śrī Dakṣināmūrtaye Idam Namaha. Alright. So all that is known, all that is seen, all that is experienced is all Kshetram. As we see in the Bhagavad Gita, Kshetra and Kshetrajna, the 13th chapter we see, that's all Kshetram. And either, that's all Anubhati. Sarvam Kshetram, all that is Jneyam Anubhati. But Aham Bhami. Right? I am the self-revealing Atma. I am the Sat. I am the Chit. I am this. Because of which everything exists, I am that Sat. Because of which everything shines, everything is known, seeing etc. happen, that I am Chit. Alright. Sureshwaracharya has written a commentary on this. It is said, Manasa Ullasa on Dhakshinamurti Stotram. There he points out. He takes from there what we see in the Kaivalya Upanishad and also Kathopanishad towards the end. Shatancha Eka, etc. The nadis, 101 Mukhya nadis are connected to the heart, Hridaya, and then there are branch nadis and then sub-branch nadis. So many lakhs of nadis pervading the entire body. Sureshwaracharya compares this to a net, okay? Like intricately woven, interconnected, the nadi is there, that pervading the whole body. And then, like even the fisherman casts the net and then traps the fish, catches the fish in that net. Like even, so therefore, the jala, the net of nadis. Nadis mean the network of capable of knowing, feeling, experiencing, that is cast, and then Vishaya, the fish are trapped in that, like some simile. And then that all are connected to Hridaya. Minus Hridaya, the nadis are non-functional, they don't have power. So, and Hridaya, in Hridaya, me the Atma, me the Chaitanya being Upalabdha, being manifest, then the nadis are also capable of knowing, revealing objects, Vishaya. Therefore, if one were to take the senses and then the objects themselves to be self-revealing, then there is no vyavastha. If it is self-revealing, then drit drishya vyavastha, kartru, bhotru, ityadi vyavastha, the ascertainment cannot happen. This distinction cannot happen, but it is there, and therefore all these are revealed. I am the revealer. All become evident. I am self-evident. All enjoy existence because of Atma, Brahma. I am the self-evident, self-existing Satasiddha Atma. All right. And the status of knower, feeler, thinker, experiencer is because of the upadhi, shariram, manaha, indriya, the upadhi association, because of that knowerhood, etc. is there. But then we know that these are variable, knowerhood, etc. are variable, experiencehood is variable, but the invariable is me, aham asmi, aham bhami. I am the self-revealing. Is the invariable. That alone is the my Swarupa. Alright. This Anvaya for this shloka. Yasya tu, we are seeing the Anvaya for this verse. Yasya tu jnanam nana chidra ghatodara Sthita Mahadeepa Prabha Bhaswaram, and then add iva. Bhaswaram iva. The first line is an example, and therefore iva. Bhaswaram iva. Chakshuradi karanadvara. Bahihi spandate. Then janami iti. Then add these few words. Yat swayam eva bhati. These are the words we add. Yat swayam eva bhati. Then continuing. Bhantam tam eva. Bhantam tameva anu. Etat samastam jagate bhati. Then tasmai Śrī Gurumurtaye Śrī Dakṣināmūrtaye idam namaha. Anvaya, I repeat. Yasya tu jnanam nana chidra ghatodara sthita mahadeepa prabha bhaswaram iva chakshuradi karanadvara bahihi spandate. Then janami iti yat swayameva bhati bhantam tameva anu etat samastam jagat bhati tasmai Śrī Gurumurtaye Śrī Dakṣināmūrtaye idam namaha. All right. Here there is this famous example of tapta ayah pinda, a red hot iron ball. Ayaha is iron. Then pinda, a ball of iron, which is put in the furnace and then is now red hot. Now it is said that the ball is hot. Okay? The ball is a ball of fire, it is said. The iron which is not capable of burning earlier, now it is capable of burning. That is because of the sambandha of Agni minus the Agni sambandha, the ayah pinda cannot burn, cannot shine. So too, on a casual look, it looks that what is there? It's a ball of fire. It looks like that. But what burns is fire. But what is there is iron ball. So too, the body, because of the sambandha, adhyasa sambandha, because of the Atma Chaitanya, the body becomes sentient, mind becomes sentient, etc. Taptaya pindavat. All right. Now, with reference to this Atma, even though it is Svatasiddha, Saprakasha, lot of errors, mistakes are there with reference to this Atma Swarupa. Because of the various ways in which Atma Anubhati, the Vishaya Atma Bhati, and then the Indriyani and the Anubhati, it's mistaken. An object, if it has only one fixed form, like a sphere, okay, then we can understand it is spherical. We can understand it's a sphere, it's a ball, we understand. But suppose a thing which does not have a swarupa, a form of, not swarupa, a form of its own, like fragrance, like air, like water, okay, liquid water, doesn't have a physical form on its own. Whichever vessel we pour in, it assumes that shape. Imagine there is a conical vessel, cylindrical vessel, spherical vessel, cubical vessel, and then shapeless shape vessel. We pour water in. What is the shape of the water? One says water is conical, water is spherical, water is cylindrical. And then they argue between them. Among them they argue. Water is conical, spherical. So, because it is formless, free from form, it can assume any form. Right. The formful can take only one form, but then the formless can assume any number of forms. And in spite of assuming any forms, being seen in many forms, any number of forms, it remains formless. Atma Chaitanya, the manifestation or understand, not the manifestation, the understood in the Hridaya, in the Hrid alone. That's why Hridaya is said to be the Sthanam, Upalabdhi Sthanam. Where do I cognize? Where is the clear manifestation of the Chaitanya in the Hridaya? Hridaya does not mean the physical heart, in the mind, in the person. Okay. Aham, that is manifest. And then attached to the aham, drashta, shrota is there. And therefore Atma is the drashta, Atma is the shrota, Atma is the manta, etc. Remember the equation, Vedanta equation. Drashta is Atma, Atma is not drashta. Shrota is Atma, Atma is not shrota. The listener is Atma, Atma is not the listener. The manta, the thinker is Atma, Atma is not the manta. Anubhavita is Atma, the experiencer is Atma, but Atma is not the experiencer. Ityadi. So, because of the various manifestations, various ways it is understood, it's mistaken. Upadrashta Anumanta Karta Bhokta Maheshwaraha, Bhagavad Gita. Upadrashta Anumanta. Swamiji says Atma is like a sitting duck. Sitting duck. A duck, it's not swimming, moving, it's not a moving duck, it is sitting duck. A duck swims slowly. Even when it walks seemingly clumsily, very slowly, but the duck is sitting, okay. It becomes an easy target for the hunter. So like that, Atma is like a sitting duck, no? Because it is always present, right? And therefore, and then along with the Upadhi, seen as a seer, a thinker, etc., and therefore it becomes easy to commit mistakes about Atma. People have their own preferences, their own ideas, pet notions, their own beliefs, etc. And seeing Atma means understanding, looking at that entity with their own eyes, with their own preferences. They take Atma as only this. Only Shiva is the truth, only Vishnu is the truth, only Allah is the truth, only Jehovah is the truth, like etc. They commit mistakes. Only here, only there, etc. Ityadi, Aneka is there. Therefore, Acharya says here, these are all errors. These are all not, these notions are not born of pramana. They are not pramana siddha. They are avichara siddha. Assumed to be right without any without pramana at all. They are not pramana siddha. They are avichara siddha alone. And this error creates problem of samsara, suffering, the suffererhood, etc. Problem is because of ajnana, atma ajnana alone. And the suffererhood is not desirable, and everybody wants to be free from this samsara. And the moolam, the cause for samsara is ajnanam alone, mula karanam is ajnanam. and that ajnana goes alone by jnanam, and that jnanam is in the Upanishads, right? And Upanishad is not easy to understand, and that has been taught through proper methods, repetition, etc. And that is only by Guru. And that Guru Upadesha, by the Upadesha of the Guru, the delusion, the grand delusion goes away. Mahamoha, that Mahamoha, the grand delusion goes away, dispelled. Unto the Dhakshinamurti Namaha iti Acharya brings in the next verse, verse number 5. Deham we have read this. We'll read that shloka. Deham pranamapi indriyanyapi chalam buddhincha shunyam viduhu Stri balandha jadopamas tvahamiti Bhranta bhrisham vadinaha Maya shakti vilasa kalpita maha vyamoha samharine Tasmai Śrī Gurumurtaye Namayidam Śrī Dakṣināmūrtaye. Sandhi. Deham pranam api indriyani api chalam buddhim cha shunyam viduhu stri bala anda jada upamaha tu aham iti bhrantaha brisham vadinaha. And the next line is one word, Maya Shakti Vilasa Kalpita Mahavyamoha Samharine. Moha, Vyamoha. A thorough delusion, moha, a thorough delusion, very strong delusion. Like even sometimes, suppose a fellow is very sleepy, okay, dozing, very sleepy, and then we shake the fellow, come on, wakey, wake up, no, still the fellow, okay. Fellow goes like, moha, thorough delusion, and vividaha moha, variously deluded and thoroughly deluded, vyamoha, and this is maha vyamoha samharine tasmai Śrī Gurumurtaye. Anvaya. We add the word ye and then ye vadinaha then continuing deham pranam api indriyani api chalam buddhim cha shunyam aham iti tu viduhu. The words are scattered in the shloka, no? Okay? So therefore we are putting in the anvaya. Iti tu viduhu, then add the word te. Te stri bala anda jada upamaha brisham bhrantaha. Then we can fill in the sentence bhavanti. Vrisham bhrantaha bhavanti. Full stop. Then maya shakti vilasa kalpita mahavyamoha samharine tasmai Śrī Gurumurtaye Śrī Dakṣināmūrtaye idam namaha. I repeat the Anvaya. Ye, we are adding the word ye, then vadinaha deham pranam api indriyani api chalam buddhim cha shunyam aham iti tu viduhu. Then we have added the word adhyahara te stri bala jada anda jada upamaha brisham bhrantaha bhavanti maya shakti vilasa kalpita mahavyamoha samharine tasmai Śrī Gurumurtaye Śrī Dakṣināmūrtaye idam namaha. There are the people who hold on to opinions, notions, ideas, beliefs. Vadinaha vaditum shilaha. Those who hold on to their own pet ideas, their pet beliefs. They have taken these beliefs without proper vichara, or formed their own ideas apne aap. Okay? On their own they have developed certain ideas, and then having developed these ideas, they have an attachment. My idea, my thought, my belief. Okay? My brainstorming. I have created this new idea. Then there is mine. And then it becomes dear to them. And also once they buy own ideas from elsewhere, once they own it, again becomes their own idea, and then it becomes mine, and then therefore there is a raga. The emotional investment goes in that. We invest our emotion, our being into those beliefs, and then it becomes difficult to get free from those erroneous notions. You can invest like a intelligent investor, okay? Invest in a good stock, okay, in the market. But without inquiring, invest in the bad stocks. Okay? Problem. So here invest their emotions, the emotional person, there is an emotional investment. This is many a time unfortunate. Unfortunately, it happens. Many a time the person is cannot help it. Because of the circumstances, times, and peer pressure, etc., training, etc., one invests emotionally. That's emotional investment. Then to withdraw is not easy. There is pain. It is painful. And to invest elsewhere, there is a lot of reluctance. Therefore, a lot of people cannot continue to believe in what they held, and then they are very, very reluctant to believe something else. Even they come to Shruti also, Veda also, they find it very hard to place trust in the Vedas also. Very difficult. In this culture, in this Veda, in the teaching, they find it very difficult to invest. Helpless. It's a helplessness. That's why this is some prarabdha. Alright. So, people invest without even inquiring whether where I am investing, my emotional being, whether it is valid, whether it is correct. Yeah, helpless, many a time helpless. Once invested, very difficult to withdraw. Okay. Alright. Very difficult to drop, very difficult to change. And therefore it needs lot of grace, lot more of punya to come out of that. And still lot more punya to invest rightly in the beginning. It needs lot more punya. Therefore Acharya says here, Mahavyamoha, this is my thought, therefore right. We hold on to this. We suffer from this disease. My thought, therefore it is right. My belief, therefore it is right. My idea, therefore it is right. My habit, my custom, therefore it is right. It's a malady. So Acharya points out various, and then there is a pity. Anukampa is there. Aho kashtam tesham vartate. Okay. Bhashyakara indicates some of these delusions. Deham ahamiti vadinaha. They take the deha as me, dehatma vadinaha. Like the Charvakas. Charvaka says that the body alone is I, full stop. There is no consciousness. And if there is a consciousness, it's only a side effect, side product. It is incidental. Chaitanya is not your Swarupa, you are only body. The body is you, they say. And consciousness is only an phenomenon, happening, epiphenomenon. Unfortunately, this is the view which many scientists also hold. Scientists are supposed to be open, but many of them are not open. Certainly, they hold the view that consciousness is a phenomenon. Body comes first, then Chaitanya comes. Sentiency comes later. This is what they believe. Alright. So Charvaka believes that Deha alone is Atma. Deha eva Atma. As he says, Basmi bhutasya dehasya punaha agamanam kutaha. Body is burnt after death, and then where is coming back? There is no coming back. There is no Swarga. There is no Swarga. There is no coming back. Nobody comes back and tell that I am Swarga returned. Okay, I am heaven returned. Nobody tells. If the fellow tells so, we will send the fellow to a special place. Give special care so that the fellow becomes free from such delusions. Okay. I am heaven returned. Okay. Nobody. Alright. So Deha alone is Atma. This is Pratyaksha. Pratyaksha alone is Pramana. All this Anumana, Shastra, these are all wasters. Okay, they are all wasters. Okay? They just waste their time. Only Pratyaksha is the Pramana. What you see alone is the truth. That alone is, they say. So Deha is the Atma. And then another fellow says, Indriya is Atma. Indriya Atma Vada is. That's also we can say that's a Dehatma Vada only, or Prana Atma Vada. Indriya is Atma, Prana is Atma, Manaha is Atma, etc. Then Buddhi, Chalam Buddhi, the Chala, ever fleeting, ever impermanent, the fleeting Buddhi, Chala Buddhi, ever on the move, ever changing, Buddhi is Atma. And they place Atma Bhava in various, the so-called Pancha, Kosha, Annamaya is Atma, Pranamaya is Atma, Manomaya is Atma, Vijnanamaya is Atma, Anandamaya is Atma. Shastra points out, Annamaya is Atma, but Atma is not Annamaya. That part is missed. Annamaya Atma, who says it is not so? The pot is clay. Who denies it? Nobody can deny that. Annamaya is Atma, but Atma is not Annamaya. Pranamaya is Atma, but Atma is not Pranamaya. And so too, Anandamaya is Atma, but Atma is not Anandamaya. Therefore, and then there is another thought, Shunyam. Shunyam Atma. Void. The nothingness is Atma. In sleep there is nothing. And then therefore, all this happen temporarily, but then the truth is only Shunya. Nothingness, the void alone is the truth. Some people say. Alright. So Acharya says, Te Brisham Bhrantaha. They are thoroughly deluded. Brisham, very much, exceedingly Bhrantaha. And to that effect he gives an example, like Upamaha, like Sri Bala Anda Upamaha. Okay? We'll continue this discussion tomorrow. Om Maunavyakhya Prakatita Para Brahma Tattvam Yuvanam Varshishtante Vasat Vishiganai Avritam Brahmanishtai Acharyendram Tajinmudramanandarupam Swatma Ramam Muditavadanam Dhakshinamurti Ide Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om